Metrics are important in any business, but even more so in software as a service or SaaS businesses. They are a great way to get an indication of the health of the business as well as in forecasting its future trajectories. They're both backward-looking and forward-looking. Metrics, however, can be a double-edged sword. They can as easily fool us as they can inform us. So today we are going to talk about one of the most important SaaS metrics, churn. Measured right, it can be very insightful, but measured wrongly, it can lead to all kinds of decision-making traps. So what is the objective of churn as a metric? It is to get an understanding of how well a business is retaining its customers, and as such is an indicator of the value proposition of the business. How well is the value proposition of the business working out for a customer after they choose to sign up? So churn is measured technically as a percentage of existing customers who are not retained in the current period as compared to a previous period. This term is also sometimes referred to as gross churn. So if you're measuring month-over-month churn, then all the customers from last month who are no more customers this month will count towards this metric. So it seems fairly simple, right? So most SaaS businesses have a month-over-month subscription billing, and this is fairly easy to calculate. But what if you have an annual contract? So here is where the problem comes. So if you have signed up 100 customers on an annual contract, then the churn for the next 11 months will be 0 because the customers are going to continue to use the product month over month for the rest of the year. But is that the right way to report churn? And the answer is no, because the objective of the churn is to identify if the business is losing customers. So the way to measure in this particular case is to think of customers who are up for renewal. This means that the denominator in churn should be all the customers who actively have to make a decision to renew the service or not. This means it only includes monthly customers and customers whose annual contracts are coming up for renewal. So 10% churn means that of all the customers who could have renewed the contract, 90% chose to do so and 10% decided not to renew the contract. If you don't measure churn in this fashion, a high percentage of customers on annual or quarterly contracts will lead to a very low churn and incorrectly indicate a much healthier business. Whereas you might have a value proposition which is really not living up to the promise given to the customer, and as soon as the contract period is over, they are very likely to churn away. Measured correctly, a high or continuously increasing churn would indicate a deteriorating health in the business. And similarly, a low or reducing churn will indicate a highly attractive business.